So what are three, Singapore REITs, real estate investment trusts, that can potentially still have more upside? These are some of the stocks that I've talked about over the past few weeks. I've shared them with clients as well. There were some, targets that were drawn, and today we'll cover these three REITs, and they are Partway Life REIT, and also the industrial REITs, Mapletree Industrial Trust, and also Phrasal Logistics and Commercial Trust as well. So these are the three REITs which I've talked about. We have some bullish signals coming out from the system. Later we look at the system to see what are some of the signals and if there can still be more upside in these three stocks. Partway Life REIT right over here, you can see that just about 2 weeks back, we were trading about $3.86. There were some upside targets that were drawn, about 5% upside to about $4, because it kind of broke that 380 resistance level. And that's why we can see a bit more buyers coming back again. First target to about $4 and another target to about $4.20, So that was about 2 weeks back, on 2nd of September, So we kind of push up. Let me just show you the upside targets were reiterated again. We kind of broke that $4 and reiterated to about $4.40, These were the targets for Partway Life REIT. So let's take a look at Partway Life REIT in terms of the chart, in terms of the system, and then we'll move on to look at the two other stocks, Mapletree Industrial Trust and also Phrasal, Logistics and Commercial Trust. So this is Partway Life REIT right over here as of the 20th of September, 2020 is a Sunday, the market is closed, and Partway Life REIT is in the business of owning real estate assets, properties in the medical sector, hospitals, medical center in Singapore, all over the world as well. So pretty much in a good sector to be in right now with COVID-19 still around, Currently trading at about $4.29. So you can see that just about 2 weeks back, right over here on the 2nd or 3rd of September, there were some upside targets that were drawn, we kind of broke that $3.80 that have been consolidating below, since February this year, just before COVID-19 hit. It went all the way down, but we kind of broke up again above this 380, and there's some upside targets because the trend was looking quite positive, So in terms of the longer term trend, you can see that pretty much in an uptrend all this while since the whole of last year. This 100 days moving average, the red line is above the blue line, but when COVID hit, it kind of broke down the support at 360, 340, went all the way down, but we started to see a bit of good rebound coming back, right here, just in August, in August, we started to see a bit of strength coming in terms of the moving average is starting to point up, and look at this, the red line, the 100 days moving average have crossed back up above that 200 days moving average. So pretty much in an ideal uptrend, I would say somewhere around September, and we kind of broke that 380 resistance level. That is a good signal that buyers are ready to kind of push it higher, in terms of the uptrend continuing. So there were some upside targets that were drawn from $380 to $4 and to $4.40, and what happens was just on Friday we kind of pushed higher all the way to about $4.50, 4.50, and sellers started to come back, a bit of profit taking, which is normal, given that you've gone up by more than, let's take a look how much you've gone up since we first covered it. So you've gone up by about 15%, more than 10% in just about 2 weeks. So that's where some profit taking came back, which is perfectly normal, because people who have bought them around 350, 360, they want to take some profit and take some money off the table as well. So right now I would say that for Partway Life REIT, we might see a bit of support coming back around the $4.20 mark, given that they've kind of hit our target $4.50 and came back down. It might consolidate above that $4.20 to $4 mark. Let me just draw some good support coming back. Right down here, about $4.20 to $4, that's where we might see a bit of support coming back up right over here, and a bit of consolidation, about 30 cents range. I would say $4.20 to $4.50. Of course, if that $4.20 were to break down, so it was quite volatile, it went all the way down to near that $4 on Friday, and buyers came back up, So if it stays above $4.20, yes, that will be the range over the next 1 or 2 weeks before it might even attempt to push or break above that $4.50. And if it does happen, it breaks above $4.50, then we might potentially push towards that probably about $4.80 to $5 mark, that would be the next upside targets right over here, right? If we're to get past that 450 immediate resistance level. But right now, I would say anything above 420 or maybe even $4. Look at this, the 20 days moving average is just right around that $4 psychological mark as well. So $4 to 420 would be a good, right, support zone if you have not like got in previously, or maybe you have got out, taken profit yesterday. That would be a good thing, right, to probably think about how you can potentially accumulate on dips again, all right, to lock in some good positions for any potential rebound. All right, once it hits this support zone from $4 to 420, I'm not too sure whether you go down to like $4 again, but that would be a good support right now for more upside to happen, right? So this is Parkway Life REIT as of the 20th of September 2020. So let's take a look at the system which I have that kind of like scans out, for stocks that we want to focus on, and Parkway Life REIT is one of them. Let's see if there are any bullish signals. So this is Parkway Life REIT on the system that I have. I call this the 1GT, or one good trend system. So we actually had some bullish signals coming back just in August, right? There was a bullish entry signal, started to push up. That was an exit, all right, and that's where we started to see another bullish signal, all right, coming back again just on 15th of September, all right, started to push up and hit our target at about 450 as I mentioned just now. So right now, still a bullish 1GT. 1GT is one good trend. So this is a system which I have, that kind of like scans out for stocks that we focus on that can have potentially more upside or maybe even downside if it's bearish. All right, and Parkway Life REIT currently we do have a 1GT bullish entry, all right, signal right over here, and there isn't any exit, right? So we might still see a bit more upside in terms of the system, in terms of what I mentioned just now, as long as we do stay above that $4 to 420 support level, and we're probably going to see where an exit will come out. Yes, so this is Parkway Life REIT from the 1GT, right, one good trend system that I have. So if you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, give me a like, right, so that it will definitely help out this channel as well. And thank you so much for doing this. So right now we are at this company called Mapletree Industrial Trust, right, one of the industrial REITs, really defensive, right, pretty much in uptrend, and there were some upside targets that were drawn just about 2 weeks back. Right over here, you can see that we can approach the support level, all right, at about the $3 mark. We've been like holding above that $3 mark. It was the resistance since like beginning of 2020. We kind of like broke up, retraced back down, and there's some upside targets that were drawn again right over here from $3 up to about $3.30, right over here. So that was about 2 weeks back, all right, on the about 8th of September right over here, when it kind of broke that $3.10. That's where we expected a bit more upside, coming back to about $3.30, right? So it started to push up. We reiterated our upside targets right over here to about $3.30 again, and of course potentially these $3.30 might break upwards again, and we can see a bit more upside towards that $3.50, another 5% upside right over here. So this was our targets that were drawn just about last week. Again, we reiterated our targets, and today is the 20th of September 2020. So we're going to see how is Mapletree Industrial Trust right now, and can there still be more upside, and how does it look like on the system, the 1GT system that I have as well. Is there any bullish signal? Is there any exit and all that? So this is Mapletree Industrial Trust, or as of the 20th of September 2020. So I mentioned right around here somewhere in 8th of September, early September, right over here, we kind of hit the support at around $3 psychological level. You can see that pretty much in an uptrend. This red line, all right, 100 days moving average, is above the 200 days moving average blue line. So pretty much an uptrend, I would say, in the mid to long term. All right, but in the short term, we were actually consolidating from like $3 to $3.30 over the past, I would say, 2 months. And we kind of rebounded from $3. Upside targets were reiterated upwards again to $3.30. And over the past few days, what happens was we kind of broke that $3.30 target, right? So $3.30 was our initial target, but it seems like we have breached that level as well, all right? And right now, I would say that $3.30 would be a bit of a good support for now, resistance turn support level. So $3.30 would be a good support, and we might see potentially more upside coming in again, right, if we were to stay above these $3. So it kind of close at about $3.35, right? So maybe a bit of resistance about $3.40, but I think if we do get above $3.40, we might head towards that $3.50 to $3.60 target, another 7 to 8% upside, I would say. So this is one of the good uptrending counters, and one of the REITs that has been quite defensive compared to like the retail REITs, the commercial REITs, the office sector. This is pretty much an industrial REIT, so quite defensive, and one of the stronger REITs that is in an uptrend, which you can put in your watch list, maybe even try to accumulate on dips right, for more upside, right? So let's take a look at the system as well to see what it shows. Mapletree Industrial Trust. Let me just pull out. Right over here, yes, we did had a 1 GT bullish entry signal somewhere in June. We got an exit, we got another entry, an exit, and let's take a look at in terms of the 1ET. So 1ET is the one explosive trades system which I have as well. So just two strategy which I have, and I have a system for each of them. So yes, we got an entry, we got an exit somewhere in August, but right over here, just a few days back on the 15th of September, we got a 1ET bullish entry signal, and it seems like there isn't any exit as well right now, right? So we're going to see how it plays out. I think if it's to stay above that $3.30 which I mentioned just now, we might see a bit more upside towards that 350 to 360. That's where some profit taking can happen again, right? So this is Mapletree. We got a 1ET bullish entry signal with no exit. So another REITs that I'd like to share would be this company called Phrasal, so right, logistic and commercial trust. So just a few days back, alright, started to see a bit of bullish actions coming back right around here. We kind of broke above that $1.40 that we have been consolidating since like July, August, right? So there's some good bullish actions coming back, right? And there's some upside targets that were drawn to about 150 to 160, another like 10 to 12% upside right over here. You can see that all this while we're pretty much consolidating like from 130 to 140 since July, all right? And you know, finally we started to see a bit of good actions coming back. So this is the upside targets that were drawn right around here just a few days back. So let's take a look at where we are in terms of the charts right now. Okay, so this is Phrasal Logistic and Commercial Trust. So you can see that on Friday, yes, we kind of broke up, right? Went to a high of around $1.49, right? And there were some upside targets that were drawn, reiterated, but the kind of profit taking came back again. And right now we are currently about $1.42, right? So we might consolidate, I would say that, because it have gone up by quite a fair bit, about more than 5-6% on in just one day, and that's where, you know, sellers came back to take some profit as well. But anything above that $1.40 mark right now, we might still be in a good short-term uptrend, right? Buyers might come back to accumulate on dips again above 140, right? Might consolidate from 140 to 150, and hopefully, you know, break above that 150 to push to that 160 target, right? So this would be, I would say, for Phrasal Logistic Commercial Trust in terms of the uptrend in the mid to long term. You can see that pretty much in a good mid to long term uptrend. The red line, this 100 days moving average, have crossed back up above that 200 days moving average blue line. So in terms of mid to long term trend, it's looking good. We have kind of like broke down the support at 120, 150, went all the way down, but you can see that the moving averages all started to recover, and right now we're looking at good uptrend above 140. Right, after 140, the next support will be at 130, right, which is where it has been consolidating since like August. Right, so 130, 140, that will be a good support level whereby we might see this counter continue to push up with the uptrend continuing. So I hope you have liked this video. If you have, right, please remember to smash the subscribe button, right, hit the bell, hit the notification, so that you will be notified whenever any new videos like this comes out on YouTube, and you can act on them fast, right? So Joey here, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.